I'm Amy from Body Fit by Amy, and today I'm going to show you some stretches you can do down on the mat. So we're going to be doing some static stretches, and all that means is that we're just going to be getting into a stretch and holding. And it's really important that we hold for at least 20 to 30 seconds, if not more. That's how we get the most out of our stretch. And static stretching is most appropriate for after our workouts, but certainly, I would encourage you to be stretching throughout your day. We all need more flexibility in our life. So these stretches are also fine to get throughout the day, but definitely our static stretches, our holds, we want to do after we've done a workout. So the first stretch we're going to go all the way down onto the mat, and all of the stretches I'm going to show you today, I'm going to show you 3 different progressions. So no matter what your flexibility level, I know we're all a little bit different, there are options for you, and hopefully you can progress to that highest level. So we're going to start all the way down, so you're coming down forward, and we're going to start with just a modified cobra. So the cobra term we use in yoga or Pilates, but that's just up on your elbows. So you finished a workout, you're here, you're so tired, we're going to come up on your elbows and just looking ahead, and you'll feel a nice good stretch through your abs, also really good for the back, and you can try to let your shoulders drop down. A progression of this is up into the full cobra, hands by your side, and you're just lifting again with those hands. This might be a little tough for some of you. If it bothers your back at all, stay with the modified, but try to drop your shoulders. And then I also, when I'm teaching classes, will have people look side to side so they get a little neck stretch as well. And then the highest version of this is that up dog from yoga, where you really come up, lifting your hips off the ground. And again, dropping your shoulders, making sure we're not here. But if this feels like too much, stay with that cobra or modified cobra. So for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to show you quickly. I'm not going to hold for the full 30 or more seconds, but please, when you're doing them on your own, hold them for longer. So the next stretch, we're going to stay all the way down on the mat. We're just going to get a basic quad stretch. So you can just kind of rest your head on your hands. You're just going to bring one foot in, and if you can, reach back and grab your foot. So we're stretching through the front of the quad, also opening up the hip flexor. So this is your first progression. And if you are able, you can lift the leg a little bit off the ground, lifting the knee, tilt the hip forward. And sometimes it helps if you push your shoelaces into your hand. So you're kind of pushing back with your hand, pushing back with your shoe, and pulling in with your hand. And then the last progression of this, if you want to get a little more, because we're also opening up the chest and upper body, you can grab both. You may know this from yoga as well. Lift the shoulders. Lift the shoulders, lift the knees. You're going to open up the chest, stretch the quads, stretch the hip flexor, and you'll get a little back stretch as well. So that's our second stretch. Next, we're going to come all the way down onto our backs. So hamstring stretch, we're all pretty tight in the back of our legs and our hips. So I'm going to show you 2 to do from here. So we're going to put one leg up, basic hamstring stretch, you're flat on your back. We're just going to grab underneath the thigh. So you're grabbing, try to link your fingers, flex that foot, pull the toe towards you, and then just pull in gently towards your body. Second progression, you can bring your hands up, and you're going to pull in. You can even lift the shoulders. And then our third progression would be to lift all the way up to the toes. That's hard for a lot of us. So start here, move it here, grab it here. Really important, try not to grab directly on the knee joint, either below or above. So that is your hamstring stretch. Usually right after that, I'll go right into a hip stretch. So you might know this as figure 4. So your first version of this, you're gonna cross one foot over, just kind of like you're sitting cross-legged, and you can kind of just move that bottom foot closer to you. If this is enough for you, you should feel a nice good hip stretch through the back. If you want to progress to the next version, lift that leg up a little bit so you'll feel this even more. And then if you want even more of a stretch, you can take those hands through the center, pull up on that bottom leg, and press that top knee away. So again, first progression here, second here, reach through and pull it in for your deepest stretch. So those are the stretches on our back. 2 other quick ones we're going to do just seated on the mat. So first, little upper body stretch. We're going to roll those shoulders back and just press those thumbs to the back. So this is opening up the chest, stretching out the shoulders, also stretching through those biceps that work so hard. Starting just pushing the thumbs to the back. If that's enough for you, stay here. Next progression, you can grab behind and link your fingers. It'll open up even a little bit more. And then if you want, you can lean forward so you get a little back stretch as well, reaching those hands to the ceiling. So when you're doing that, also let your head and neck relax so you really drop into that stretch when you're doing it as well. So last stretch, we're just gonna do sort of a seated twist. So we're gonna start here just sitting cross-legged, and I'm just gonna turn to one side. I'm gonna take my opposite hand on the opposite knee, and then I'm just gonna look over my shoulder. So this is great. We're moving in this transverse plane. We're stretching through our sides and our back, also through our necks that get really tight for all of our driving and sitting at the desk. So just here looking over the shoulder as far as you can. If you want a progression from that, you can bring that foot over and take the elbow on the opposite side of the knee. This is a little tougher. We're here, and then if you want even more of a progression, I'm not good at this one, you can take that leg down. So you get a little more stretch through the hip, stretch to the back, stretch to the neck, over the shoulder. So there you go. Those are just a few quick stretches that you can do down on the mat. Again, these are great after a hard workout, but also great to do at any point in your day.